Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating a prayer quilt. It's a mini prayer quilt. It's more inspiration than it is a DIY, but I'll take you through the steps that I used to create these. The inspiration for these was from Olive Branch Treasures. I think they're really cute, and I know that a lot of you really enjoyed the pocket prayer quilts that I did a video on a while back, and I really appreciate that. This is an inspiration video in that you can make it your own. It's also an inspiration for prayer. I grew up with Billy Graham, and to this day I still listen to him on Sirius XM. I love his sermons. But I do have a few quotes for you today from him, and these quotes are in regards to prayer. At its deepest level, prayer is fellowship with God, enjoying His company, waiting upon His will, thanking Him for His mercies, listening in the silence for what He has to say to us. Pray because Christ died to give us access to the Father. Pray because God is worthy of our praise. Pray because we need His forgiveness, cleansing, guidance, and protection. Pray because others need our prayers, and that is so true. One of the elements of our project today are crosses. We're going to be tucking these wooden crosses into each of the prayer quilts. I cut these out on the bandsaw out of some scrap wood. They won't be seen because they'll be tucked into the prayer quilt. The cross is the only way of salvation, and the cross gives a new purpose to life. And again, these quotes are from Billy Graham. For today's project, of course, we're using scrap items. Like I said, the crosses came from scrap wood. Grab some scrap blocks from some fabric pieces. If you have a cutter quilt, that would work great too. I cut my pieces to 6.5 inches, and you'll just need a front and a back. Some batting, because they're quilts. Our little prayer quilt will need some batting. I have some of this project fleece. This is going to go in the center of our prayer quilt. I will tuck the cross into that, and then we'll sew that into the prayer quilt. And the person that receives this prayer quilt will be able to feel that chunky cross. A little reminder of God's love. I printed a prayer poem on my inkjet printer onto muslin, and it says, "Prayer quilt. In this quilt, a cross is tucked away, a silent whisper of God's love each day. It's a sign of hope, a comfort to hold, a reminder of the stories of faith told. In every stitch, His love is entwined, a treasure in fabric, lovingly designed." And what I did is I just took my rotary cutter that has the pinking blade in it and cut that, and we're going to sew that onto the front of our prayer quilt. So this is not an entire quilt, but it is 6.5 inches. I'm not sure if I told you that. I need to sew the batting into our two pieces. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. For my quilting, I just did an X in the center, like if you were going to do a rag quilt. We will be sewing all the way around the entire quilt. And I'm just cutting apart my piecing, and it'll look like this. Just an X in the center. This is such an easy project, guys. And these will be great for giving to someone, perhaps someone who is ill and in need of prayer at the moment, you could go and pray with them and give them a prayer quilt. People in assisted living, just to have a bunch of these on hand. I'm always looking at antique shops and estate sales for cutter quilts. I just don't have any right at the moment, but just use those fabric scraps and this comes out just like a cutter quilt. And then if you wanted, you could coffee stain them, rinse them, and throw them in the dryer, and that will give them an aged look if you want. So I've got these ready for our next step, and that is to sew on our poem. So I've laid down a little piece of the fleece on the front, and then I'm just going to sew that on to the prayer quilt. You can use a decorative stitch if you'd like. I think I'm going to probably try that. I'm not sure which one I'll use, but I'll come back and show you. Look how cute. And it's got a little puffiness in it, which I really like. Here's what the back looks like. Here's this one. And the back. The next step is to take 2 pieces of this project fleece, sandwich it in there as such, one for each side, and then we're going to lay a cross in here. Put the 2 together, it's like a sandwich. So you've got your quilted fabric, the project fleece, and the cross, like a sandwich. Pin this and sew around the edge with a zigzag or a decorative stitch. That's how easy it is. It's pinned and ready for me to sew around the edge. If things shifted a little bit while you were sewing, then you can just go ahead and take some scissors and trim that up. Or you can just leave it for the rustic look. I'm just going to trim that up a little bit. These are so adorable. There we go. You just squeeze it and the cross is there. The last thing we're going to do, we're going to add one of these little pins. Has an oval end to it. I made a little tag. It says, "Be still and know," Psalm 46:10. I just took a piece of wood. These are some old wood tags that I had, and I grunged them up and I just stamped that right on there. And the stamp I think I got from Hobby Lobby. They have a lot of scripture stamps. And then you can just pin that to the back. And I think that adds a nice touch. So cute, right? And it will make a great gift. We all need prayers. We have to pray for each other. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about the process, just let me know in the comments. And as always, God bless. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you never miss a video. And if you're returning, thank you so much. And if you have found value in this video, please like and comment.